I'm Martin Westgate, and I do many things for a living, but I run Hooma Comedy Club here at the Bowling House. Like I host most of the evenings here, or we'll do a slot on here, and just bringing people in, making them laugh at some silly jokes. That's what I really enjoy doing. It'll be 10 years this year, so I started in 2016 in July, and then so July of 2026 it will be 10 years. I saw a bit of an opportunity that there wasn't really a circuit in Norwich. There wasn't any firm comedy clubs in Norwich. That's why I opened Hooma Comedy.
Is your missus or sister? Both? No. You're not from Ipswich. It's all right.
Give me more stage time so I can develop, network with other acts, and it's also a bit of a business opportunity. You know, bringing people in to pay ticket money to buy my kids shoes.
My name is Cameron Lusty. I'm from Letchworth Garden City in Hertfordshire, and I'm the show manager at Hooma Comedy. I think having it in Norwich is handy because there's not a lot of comedy clubs. You get comedy events around here and you'll get comedy gigs, but there's no dedicated club to comedy. And Hooma Comedy at the Bowling House is going to be the first one. So it feels really nice to be on the ground floor or something.
So you're just celebrating the fact that I had an unhappy childhood?
For example, Colin Manford, who we just had today, there was a Q&A kind of with him posted online, so that helps people to engage with him and then understand who they're coming to see.
Yeah, I think it's up and coming would be the polite way of describing it. I think there's always been comedy in Norwich. You've got Red Card Comedy Club that's been here for about 25 years now. The theatres always have the tour shows, but there hasn't really been a circuit where there's club comedians coming to Norwich regularly or club comedians coming from Norwich regularly. You know, you have the odd few, but there isn't that progression. That isn't that, you know, you do this open mic night, you open this gig, you close this gig, you become the star of the future.
I've been here once before, but I was new, so it's nice to come back as an established act and just enjoy it. Do you know what I thought? So I've done 2 gigs tonight, and they've both been amazing. I think what I've learned about the people of Norwich is everything goes. I think everyone's out for a good time, and I think for a comedian, you don't have to second guess what you do. You just have fun with people because they're out for a good time, and that's refreshing. It's really nice just to know, wow, we can have fun. And all that when I got here, because normally as an act, if I'm headlining, if I'm not doubling somewhere else, I like to watch the whole show. So getting all the comedians in the green room was like, this is brilliant.
I'm literally just saying to the opener of tonight, Carly, I was like, we would have never met if we didn't have comedy. We're not same age bracket, but we sat in the green room, we had a really good laugh. If it wasn't for comedy, we'd have never had that. But just being able to meet people who their primary thing is, or one of their primary hobbies is, I like to write jokes and make people laugh. Like you get to chat with funny people. Like that's always cool.
The fact that my job is to make people happy is a great feeling. The sound of laughter. When it's something you've created, it gives you a really good buzz, and it was much more than just a job now. It was this kind of safe haven, and then I got over the other side and I got well, and I was like, oh, comedy's great, and it made me appreciate it even more.
But there was enough in that first gig to give me a buzz to want to do it again, and it's a bit like anything, it's just a bit infectious. You kind of want to keep going, keep getting better at it, and that sort of thing.
Having the bigger names come back to Norwich to do club comedy would be a big thing, but in the wider industry, it's very messy at the moment. The fees aren't right. It's very competitive. It's a very cutthroat business. A lot of the arts, you know, it's very similar to acting. Like every day's an audition, every gig's an audition. So it's one of those self-policing industries where the best will, or the hardest working will come out at the top. So sometimes it's not what others can do for you, it's what you can do for yourself in a very grand, I think it was at JFK that said that, I don't know. So it is kind of what you can do for yourself, really. With the mid to long term plan is what we need to do to be able to survive, not necessarily to thrive, but just to survive we need to step up our input online. So it is definitely something I want to do and I'm going to do, especially with a big plan here. So I feel like if you want to do well, you can't ignore social media anymore. It needs to be on there, you need to be on there, you need to be pushing out content, funny, not funny, boring, copying all the trends. You need to jump on that to be able to drive sales in.
It seems to be the necessary thing nowadays. Like, most comedians feel like you have to have a social media presence to even have a name or to be known. And it's interesting because with social media, you can now have, say, 10,000 followers, right? And that can feel that's something they never used to have and can feel a lot better than, say, playing to a room of 50 people.
I mean, podcasts have changed everything. I think podcasts are becoming more like that traditional television route, where I think podcasts are treated like TV programs now. You know, the production value in some podcasts are like it was made by the BBC, and it's like the Graham Norton show. It's that sort of production level. So I think to have many strings to your bow and to experiment with social media, not just, oh, I'm going to put a sketch out on TikTok like Isaac would do, but also maybe treating TikTok, treating YouTube as a TV channel to go, we can also put our own version of Live the Apollo out there, our own version of Taskmaster out there, but filmed within Hooma Comedy, filmed within this club. Part of that is I want to do a live podcast, so like a chat show showcasing local talent, so they'd do a slot and then they'd come for an interview in much that American late night chat show sort of format, but film it live, don't really edit it and just put it out as a podcast later. So it's showcasing the local talent, which is a big part of what Hooma does, and also it's having that social media impact, having something out there filmed at Hooma Comedy with local comedians to kind of give that brand recognition, and also just showcasing the talent, which is a big thing as well.
Hide your children, cause they're coming out of their cell. And they turned around, the queen is dead, and we don't know who killed her. They're probably loose and losing control.
I said it to a lot of people, it just happened tonight, I was right. So, thank you for being nice.
Now, we always have to get everything recorded. I have had to change my set tonight.